Do you want to know how to be irresistible to the vast majority of men? Well, there are qualities that most masculine men look for in a woman. And when you don't display these qualities, or you don't know how to display these qualities, a man will appear in your life, but he won't stay long. In this video, I am going to share 3 feminine qualities that men love, ladies. So listen closely, as these are total game changers, not only in dating, but also in love. And now, how do I know this? Well, I've tried and tested them myself, and my clients have been astonished at the changes that they've seen when they started understanding the principles and adopting them in their lives. I'm Kimberly Anderson, and I have an ambitious goal, and that is to help 1 million women build their self-worth, tap into their beautiful feminine energy, and live their best lives on their journey to love and beyond. And on that note, I am cheering for you, and I am here to support you on your journey. And I am creating wonderful videos for you. If you could help me by hitting the subscribe button and liking this video, I would really appreciate it. Another thing, please leave me your comments. I would love to know what's on your mind. I would love to know if there's something that you would like for me to talk about in future videos and what you think about this video. I really value your feedback. All right, let's go. Let's talk about the 3 feminine traits that men find irresistible. Ladies, men can be really simple creatures in many ways, and I don't mean that in a negative way. Okay, I mean that men are pretty straightforward in a lot of ways. I've said this before. They are very goal-oriented. And when they have a woman across from them who is in their feminine power, I can tell you that you will see an immediate shift in how they behave with you. It is guaranteed. You see, it's about polarity. I want you to think about 2 magnets, right? One magnet either attracts or it repels another magnet due to their alignment of their magnetic fields, right? Where opposite poles attract, like poles repel. I repeat, where opposite poles attract between magnets, like poles repel. Okay? So essentially, if you demonstrate masculine energy behaviors, you will literally repel a man, because energetically it doesn't go together, right? It's a like match, and a masculine man is not going to be drawn to that. So think of it another way. Think of it like a man looking in the mirror and seeing a reflection of himself. He doesn't want another man in front of him unless, he prefers men, of course. It's just that simple. So I'm talking to all of you successful women out there. You ladies who are absolutely doing an amazing job in terms of doing it all. And I commend you, and I'm 100% behind you. I'm a high-achieving woman myself, and I worked for many, many years in high-flying corporate roles, managing a family, and I know how hard it can be to climb to the top, to do it all. I really, really do. My point is, a lot of what has made you so successful in your career is likely to be the very thing that is keeping you single and unattractive to men. It is the hard truth, but it is the truth. If you want to feel more balanced inside of your beautiful self as a woman, you are going to want to understand and to tap into this wonderful feminine energy that is already within you. Feminine qualities in dating are beautifully intertwined, enhancing the romantic connection between partners. Okay, so let's begin with the first feminine trait that men find irresistible, and that is softness. Yes, you heard me right, and oh boy, this is a tough one for a lot of us. Deep down, many of us women are soft. We want to be soft, crave being soft, but we're also so busy trying to make our way in this world, succeed at work, juggle 1,000 things in our lives, that being soft can just be so hard, and sometimes it can feel literally totally impossible. We're so in our heads, we're so in our mental minds, we're in the logical, in the decision making, in analyzing and planning, in leading, and the list goes on. We're so in this mental mind that we're totally separated from our body, and we often hardly even know what's going on in our bodies, right? So how can you tap into this softness? Because again, not only will you feel amazing when you do, you will feel more balanced inside of yourself. You will feel more in tune with who you are, but you will also be irresistible as a result to men because it is what they crave in women. So what is softness? Well, first of all, I want to be clear that softness is not about being weak. A woman can be tuned in and in touch with her softness and be a very strong, centered, and calm woman. One who knows how to have boundaries, yet remain fully in her soft feminine. In fact, it's when you've done the inner work, it's when you've understood your past, it's when you've looked at your past relationship wounds and worked through them, it's when you've understood your patterns, when you're able to own your part in difficulties and forgive others and forgive yourself, then you are fully able to embrace your softness. Why? Because it's when you can communicate, when you can engage with men in healthy, authentic ways, that this softness comes through. There isn't a need for defensiveness or projecting our scenarios onto others, or making unwanted assumptions and complicating things unnecessarily. When we come up from a place of healing and compassion and love and feeling and connectedness, it shows in a woman's softness. This side of her can be expressed with confidence as she's balanced and she's rooted in authenticity and in healing. Now, I want to be clear that it doesn't mean that you have to be 100% perfectly healed or understand absolutely everything about your past or about yourself in order to develop this softness. Just as there are shades of gray, there are degrees of softness that makes it take some time to develop, right, as we evolve. This is totally natural, of course. Life is a journey. And if we just snapped our fingers and if everything was solved in our lives in 5 minutes, then we'd have nothing to do in this planet, right? But it's when we've done the work, it's when we've done the inner work, little by little, that we can release the anxiety, we can release the fear, the hardness, that hardness, the feeling of being guarded, the lack of trust. Drop a yes in the comments if any of this resonates with you and tell me what you think. I would really love to, have your thoughts. And if you're feeling ready and want to know how to be feminine, I would love to help you on your self-growth journey and your path to love. Check out my coaching packages and my program in the description of this video to see how I can help you elevate you and your love life. Spots are limited, so check it out today. Okay, I'm going to give you 2 ways to begin your journey to softness that you can start today. And the first one is to understand that you don't need to prove yourself. Our ego seeks approval from others, but when we have self-love, self-compassion, when you're at peace with who you are, you don't need other people's approval. And when you don't need this approval and you feel worthy of love, you don't need to look for outward validation from others. You don't need to prove that you're right or defend yourself when you're wrong. It stops you from using, sex or love to please partners, to fill voids in your self-esteem. You're in a place of no ego, and it's really hard to get triggered when this happens because in the spirit of softness, we are in the purity of the heart. Next is to be gentle with yourself. This is the second tip. Be gentle with yourself and with the world. Have you heard the phrase, be kind, for everyone you meet is fighting a battle? You have your own challenges, and so does everybody else out there, right? It's totally impossible to be gentle with others if we aren't gentle with ourselves. So be kind and empathetic to yourself, and you'll learn to be softer towards others as well. Again, absolutely, this does not mean that you can't maintain boundaries or, be a rug that that a man walks on. It means that by showing yourself love and compassion and warmth and healing, your heart will automatically grow your soft feminine energy side. And this is very, very attractive to men. Okay, we've talked a little bit about softness, and it's a very big topic, but let's move on to the second quality that men find irresistible, and that is kindness. Now, kindness is one of those largely underestimated feminine traits, yet it is very, very powerful. And I really disagree with some of the articles and books out there that talk about how men like bitches. It is simply not true. And although it is a great way for some people to attract a lot of attention through controversial or shocking titles and get, free marketing. I truly don't think that saying that men like bitches serves women or that it serves men. When a woman is genuinely kind, a man literally leans towards her. In fact, you can often see someone's kindness in their eyes, right? The eyes are the window to the soul. I'd like to clarify, though, that being kind doesn't mean that a woman should be a doormat or a pushover or, that she doesn't have boundaries. In fact, boundaries, of course, is absolutely necessary to show that you're a high-value woman. But we're talking about kindness here. It means showing a man that you're genuinely interested in him as a person, not for his job title, not for his financial situation, not for how he looks or who he knows, but as a human, on a human-to-human level. Pure, uncalculated, genuine kindness. So what does this look like? Well, for example, you can express appreciation and affection. You can compliment him and show gratitude for the things that he does, both big and small. Simple gestures like affectionate touches, a heartfelt thank you, or a sincere compliment can make him feel really valued and appreciated. And on the topic of compliments, listen to what one of my YouTube subscribers, who happens to be a man, wrote in the comments section of one of my videos where I talked about kindness. He said, and this is what he wrote, kindness, and specifically in regards to compliments, it is hard to overstate just how big a deal this is for a man. Women tend to get a lot of compliments, so much that they sometimes barely even register. For men, however, this couldn't be further from the truth. Sincere compliments are so very rare for a man to receive that they tend to become deeply embodied in our memories. So much so that we sometimes remember them fondly even years later. Giving a man a compliment about something he accomplished is not just going to make his day, but he's going to draw on it for weeks or even months. This is a really good illustration of how important kindness can be for men in romantic relationships. Okay, another way to show kindness is through active listening and emotional support. So this is about, being present and attentive when he shares his thoughts, when he shares his feelings. It's about offering empathy and understanding without trying to solve his problems. It's a safe space where he feels heard and where he feels supported. And you can also show him kindness through thoughtful acts of service, like, doing something considerate that shows him that you care about his well-being. So, like if he's stressed out about a project at work, you could surprise him with his favorite coffee, and suggest taking a walk in a nearby park to help him relax and to clear his mind. Or you could plan a picnic and prepare some of his favorite snacks and drinks and bring along a comfortable blanket and maybe a small speaker or some music. It's not the size of the act, but it's the act itself that will get noticed. Men melt when you can show them genuine kindness in whatever form. Okay, let's get on to the third quality that men find irresistible, and that is receptiveness. Now, receptiveness is an openness and it's an ability to receive. A fluidity. It's the ability to be flexible, to be open to different possibilities. It's the exact opposite of being rigid, closed, stuck in one's ways. It's the opposite of pushing gestures from a man away and being critical of him. To be receptive, one needs to be able to be vulnerable and to be able to receive. Now, this is another tough one for many women. Yet when you're able to be receptive, when you can receive what a man wants to offer you, he will feel valued, he will feel wanted, he will feel fulfilled, and he will feel seen and feel like he's succeeding. It has a hero effect on men, right? Deep down, every masculine man wants to feel like a hero. He wants to feel like you need him and that he can provide for you, that he can care for you, that he can protect you, that he's in touch with that masculine energy side of him. And remember what I talked about at the beginning of this video, right? It's that magnetic effect that opposite energies attract. If a woman is receptive and able to receive from a man, if he feels that he can help her, if he can support her, and if she's receptive to his gestures, receptive to his words, he will be drawn to her. He will feel empowered and he will want to be with her without her having to do anything. So if he makes gestures to open the door for you, to cover you with his coat on a chilly day, or to fix something like your car or your dishwasher, or buy you dinner, or take you out, or buy you a gift, or buy you flowers, or whatever, be receptive to his gestures and show him your appreciation. It's not a matter of capability here. You of course are very capable. Putting your coat on or buying your own flowers or opening the door yourself, that is not the point. It's about him wanting to care for you and about you being receptive to his gestures. These seemingly small things can be very, very powerful and stimulating and energizing and creating these magnetic energies between men and women and, generating what we call chemistry. It also creates a feeling of complementing each other's innate needs and in a deep and a really profound way. It can allow you to feel cherished, cared for, protected, and valued, and he will feel appreciated, he'll feel valued, he'll feel needed, he'll feel desired, and he'll feel empowered. Well, ladies, that's it for today. I hope that these 3 qualities that men absolutely love have deepened your understanding for what makes you irresistible to a man. Thanks for watching till the end, and until next time, sending you lots of love.